the same way we came. There isn't an enemy airplane within 100 miles of here.
That's right. There isn't an enemy airplane within 100 miles. Today. But tomorrow and the next day. There was nobody in sight when the enemy airplane did fly over. But that airplane did take pictures. The enemy always makes complete and periodical photographs of the area opposite its front. The picture taken today will be compared with one taken of the same area last week. At first glance, the two photographs seem to be identical. But a magnifying glass shows there have been several changes in the terrain since the first photograph was taken. This second picture shows a faint path from number 2 gun to the ammunition dump. It also shows another path where Joe took his shortcut, and it shows a track in the corner of the field where the driver turned around to save himself a few seconds. Enemy intelligence can deduce only one thing. Those paths must lead someplace. Between the times the two pictures were taken, something was moved into that row of trees and into that grove. The enemy doesn't have to see Joe. The enemy has already seen the track that Joe made, and that's enough. Joe's death wasn't the only harm done. A battery of 4 guns was destroyed with all the crews. And the fact that that new battery had been moved into position gave the enemy a hint of the attack that the battery was supposed to support. The rules of camouflage discipline must be observed without question. Don't make unnecessary paths that will give away the position of something which has been properly camouflaged. Don't commit murder through carelessness. There were some men in the last World War who forgot these things.
Hello. Yeah, there were lots of us that forgot. Most of us are here. We didn't mean anything by what we did. We didn't sell information to the enemy. We didn't have any secret meetings with spies. We just forgot. I remember that spring of 1918 very well. The Jerrys had been having pretty much their own way in the San Marcel sector. And they just about cut our 23rd Division to pieces. So we were sent up to reinforce what was left of the outfit. Everybody knew we were going to have a big push someday soon. Well, word got around that we were to move up in 2 days. So we decided to have our last chance at nightlife. I naturally headed for the nearest place to wet the inside of my neck. Giving information to the enemy was the furthest thing from my mind. But I had a few drinks, and I was pretty proud of my outfit.
We've been waiting 3 weeks for a chance to get in a fight up here.
Fight? You guys in the 49th wouldn't know a fight if you saw one. But we'll show you. You wait till the day after tomorrow when we get a real crack at those Jerrys. Say, we'll be into John Bray before they know what hit them. You'll see something from the 76, huh?
How do you like that guy?
I had a buddy there that night. A fellow from the 41st Infantry. He hadn't been in town 15 minutes before he found himself a girl. I don't even remember what her name was. But Tom didn't know there was anybody else in town.
What's the matter? All of a sudden, you don't talk to me anymore.
Nothing's the matter. I was just thinking, I guess. I may not be seeing you after tonight.
Not seeing me? But I live so closely. We could see each other all the time.
Yeah, I know. But I won't be here. You see, we're moving up in the morning. I'll be back, of course. But just in case, I'd like you to have something. I've carried it as kind of a good luck piece. Here.
Day after tomorrow. The 76th.
We're moving up in the morning.
I think I'd let him shoot me, rather than willingly give information to the enemy. So would Tom. What? Well, I don't know how these things happen. I guess nobody ever does. But they do happen. Within 24 hours, the enemy intelligence had learned a number of interesting things. From the little bit of boasting that I did, they learned that the 76th Division was moving into the sector opposite them. They knew that the 49th was moving into the same area. And they knew that these outfits were going to attack on the following day. Nobody knows how they got this little keepsake either. But they did. And from it, they knew that the 41st was in one of the reinforcing divisions. Already the enemy knew our approximate strength and what we planned to do with it. You can guess what happened. We did attack, just when I thought we would, just when the enemy knew we would. The whole thing was smashed in about 2 hours. The 76th, the outfit that I was so proud of, was almost wiped out. And some of the others were cut up pretty badly. It's still on my conscience. I only talked a little bit, but it was too much. Don't you do it. Don't talk. Don't be careless, even about little things. There's some other fellas here that can tell you more about that.
There isn't much I can tell you that you don't know. I can tell you what happened to me. As usual, it was only a little thing. I just wanted my wife to know how I was getting along.
Writing to Alice?
Yeah. She raises Cain if I don't write at least once a month.
Give her my regards.
All right.
Oh, and tell her if she sees Nan to say that I'm all right.
Sure, I will. Nan will be glad to hear from you. That letter never reached Alice. Somewhere along the line, somebody read it who shouldn't have. When the enemy received the information, Corps headquarters was still at Saint-Jean. Well, you probably know what happened. Corps headquarters didn't stay at Saint-Jean long. It was blasted off the map. And so was John Nash. John and I have been here together for many years now.
Many years. And I've had something on my mind all that time. I didn't talk. I didn't write any letters. I didn't write any diaries. But I'm as guilty as anyone else for what happened to that Corps headquarters. I was with Stanley when he wrote that letter. And I knew what he was writing. I should have stopped him or reported him.
Don't hesitate to report any violations of secrecy discipline, even by a friend. You may be saving his life and yours. And remember, don't commit any breaches of camouflage discipline. Don't take anything into action with you which might be of any help to the enemy. When you go into action, don't leave anything behind which might give information to the enemy. It might fall into his hands. Don't talk. Don't write diaries. Don't write any military information in letters. Don't forget, not even for a second.